In the aftermath of Jesus' crucifixion and before his glorious resurrection, there exists a mysterious and theologically significant period of 3 days. While the 4 Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John provide detailed accounts of his crucifixion and resurrection, they offer limited insights into what transpired during these 3 enigmatic days. Nevertheless, from various passages in the Bible, we can attempt to piece together the possible events and whereabouts of Jesus during this crucial interlude. In this video, we will explore what happens before Jesus' resurrection, where he went and what he did during that time. One of the most revealing clues regarding Jesus' location during these 3 days comes from his conversation with one of the thieves crucified alongside him. As recounted in Luke 23 verse 42, the repentant thief implores Jesus to remember him when he enters his kingdom. In response, Jesus assures him, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." This exchange strongly implies that after his death, Jesus went to paradise or heaven. It aligns with the idea that, upon his death, Jesus committed his spirit into the hands of God, an act synonymous with entering a place of eternal bliss and divine presence, heaven. Another intriguing reference comes from 1 Peter 3 verses 18 to 20, which states, "For Christ also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, to bring you to God. He was put to death in the body, but made alive in the spirit. After being made alive, he went and made proclamation to the imprisoned spirits, to those who were disobedient long ago when God waited patiently in the days of Noah while the ark was being built." This passage can be interpreted in different ways, but one possibility is that Jesus, between his death and resurrection, descended into hell or Hades to make a proclamation to imprisoned spirits. The nature of these imprisoned spirits remains ambiguous. They could be demons, disobedient humans, or fallen angels. Given the reference to the time of Noah, it suggests that these spirits had transgressed God's laws before the flood. Although the exact content of Jesus' message to these imprisoned spirits isn't specified, it is unlikely to be a message of redemption, as angels are generally not considered eligible for salvation. Instead, it could signify Jesus' proclamation of his triumph and victory over Satan and the forces of darkness. Another passage that provides insight into Jesus' activities during the 3-day interval is Ephesians 4 verses 8 to 10. When he ascended on high, he took many captives and gave gifts to his people. But what does he ascended mean except that he also descended to the lower parts of the earth? He who descended is the very one who ascended higher than all the heavens, in order to fill the whole universe. This passage suggests that after his crucifixion, Jesus descended to the lower earthly regions, possibly Hades, and then ascended, taking with him those who had been waiting in paradise. Interpreting Ephesians 4 in this manner implies that Jesus gathered the redeemed souls, such as Abraham, David, Joshua, Daniel, Lazarus, and the thief on the cross, from their temporary abode in paradise and led them to their ultimate spiritual home in heaven. This act signified their release from the realm of the dead to their permanent dwelling in God's presence, bringing a sense of completion and fulfillment to their faith. Alternatively, this passage can be understood as Jesus' victorious ascent after defeating spiritual enemies such as the devil, death, and the curse of sin during the 3 days between his death and resurrection. It is vital to acknowledge that the exact details of what transpired during these 3 days remain elusive in the biblical text. Different Christian traditions may hold diverse perspectives on this matter. Nonetheless, we can derive confidence from Jesus' own words to the repentant thief, "Today you will be with me in paradise." This assurance indicates that after his death, Jesus went to paradise, having proclaimed his victory over death and fulfilled his redemptive mission. While the Bible does not provide a comprehensive account of Jesus' activities between his death and resurrection, we can piece together some insights from various passages. These passages suggest that Jesus may have visited paradise, proclaimed victory over spiritual adversaries, and gathered the redeemed souls to lead them to their eternal abode in heaven. Ultimately, the mystery of these 3 days invites reflection, faith, and a deeper understanding of the profound significance of Jesus' sacrifice and triumph over death. I see plenty of people watching the videos but not subscribing, so if you enjoy it, please subscribe. It will help this channel grow and reach more people.